What's up? How's it going, my friends? Welcome to the live stream. I am super hyped about the Brothers War goodness. Now, first thing I need to do is share the link for the live stream in the Discord. And since this live stream is going to be left up afterwards and is specifically linked at the end of one of my historian videos, there are going to be people, hold on. There are going to be people who this is like their first time seeing one of these live streams. So here's how it works. In the live streams, I will talk differently than I do in videos. Like there's swearing and all that goodness that happens, but I'm going to hold off and leave that part until after we talk about the spoilers. So if you happen to want to just see the spoilers and then get out of here with any of that, you'll have the opportunity and the other nonsense will be at the end. All right, so that's how we're going to do it because I'm super hyped about the Brothers War stuff. Happy to talk about it. I want people to be able to enjoy it, but I also know that things get pretty ridiculous sometimes. So we're going to start out keeping it friendly for everybody, and then we're going to throw that out the window and just do what we do, all right? So let me get everything set up properly so that I'll be able to scroll through the cards and everything will be good. We'll say hello to everybody who is here in time for the stream because they get gloried in immortality left at the beginning of the stream because I do my little romper room hello. Also, you need to vote on the poll, guys. Team URZA or Team Mishra. Team URZA is the leading. Okay. All right, so looks like everything's set up properly. Let's say hellos. Who do we got in here? We've got... Oh, there's a name covered by the poll. All right, somebody said I finally built my URZA Planeswalker deck. Whoever said that, hello to you, because I can't see your name. Judge, Even, Kensuke, James Towns, James P. making a James sandwich. Who else we got in here? JT, CPAC, Error, Art, Jason... And David J. Shipman, Legendary, Jose, Andy, Ned, Omni, Yamagoro, Beasley, Edgar, John Paul, Pittman, Grim. All right, I think I got everybody, but I might have missed a few of you. Hello to anybody who I missed, Assorted Lurkers, and anyone watching afterwards. That is the official roll call. If you didn't get called, that means you've been ejected from school. And just to emphasize that, I'll take a sip of my beverage, my nice Earl Grey tea, which is, oh, that's right. You know what? I forgot. We have a fun little extra at the end. We'll pop this open too, okay? All right, anyways, I'm going to take a sip of my tea to officially state that we're done. And by done, I mean the stream. So thanks for coming out, guys. No, I am like massively hyped. I was not expecting for them to just grab me by the throat and go, here you go. Actually, you know what? Why don't I wait until we get to those cards in case somebody just hasn't seen them or the other video or whatever. I like legit had to re-record my video talking about the spoilers because I was going too fast. I was like, because I'm just super hyped up. So I'm going to chill it out. We're even starting with something that's not going to get my engines too fired up so we can have a good time. All right. 1 white, recruitment officer, 2/1 human soldier, pay 4 mana, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You can reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this is a pretty nutty, reusable ability. Like 1 mana for a 2/1, that used to be rare. I was looking at some M25 Savant Alliance where they reprinted it in, what was it, Masters 25 as a common, and it was originally a rare. But over time, we've gotten to the point where 1 mana gets you a 2/1 plus. And this is a really strong ability to slap onto a creature like this where it's like, okay, you know what? I'm really cheap to put out. Later on, I'm still on the board. You got mana. I can just be fed that mana, and I'll get you more resources. Like, it's not the most amazing card, but as far as a 1/2, like, soldier for, a 2/1 soldier for 1 white, dude, this is solid. This is solid. I like it. I mean, the artwork, that dude is wearing a wig, okay? He looks goofy. he looks goofy. That wig is goofy, okay? I don't know what the deal is. So I'm going to move on to the next card, which is, this is where I start to get hyped, man. When I saw this, I went, oh, what? The Might Stone and the Weak Stone together on one card? What an awesome idea. 5 mana, legendary artifact that they gave it the subtype Power Stone. I'm going to take a sip of tea here with my pinky out because that's classy. Adding that Power Stone type onto it, it's a nice little touch. I like that. So, when the Might Stone and Weak Stone enters the battlefield, choose one. Draw 2 cards, or target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. I love it because the Might Stone and the Weak Stone are gems that represent 2 different sides of the power that were like once conjoined in one stone. And you have the situation where the Might, like, they literally do what they say. Might Stone makes you more powerful, Weak Stone makes you weaker. You got an ability that makes you more powerful by drawing 2 cards, which ultimately doesn't really translate to Urza's empowerment ability, but if they gave it an ability that was more in line with tap to power an artifact, it would suck more. So this is just, hey, it may not be 100% flavor right, but if they did, it would make the card suck. So I can take that part of it. It doesn't need, like, I'd rather them massage the card into a playable state rather than go, check out how, like, legit we were with the lore 100, right? That's the deal. So this thing is sweet. You can empower by drawing cards. You can disempower with the Weak Stone side, -5/-5 to any creature. Like, that is nothing to be trifled with to begin with. And then you have tap, add 2 colorless mana. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells because they didn't know how to use the stones in regards to real magic. They only knew how to use it to power artifacts. This is like really, really awesome. And the artwork with these 2 gemstones, man, I gotta say, it's so dope. I still have a few more Brothers War lore videos to make. Like, we just released episode number 7 today. So there's 7 episodes of the Brothers War story, right? And then you have a few more coming, but now we have this epic artwork to use when we're putting them together. And I'm going to push to get the rest of the story told within the next 3 weeks, roughly, before we start the actual Brothers War new story. So it'll all be done. That's my goal, and I have been powering through. Like, we put that video out. I have almost enough for another video written. Like, we're ready to go. We are going. Oh, man, I'm stoked. So this melds. This melds with URZA. And we have URZA here. URZA Lord Protector, a blue, white, and 1, 2/4. Artifact instant sorceries all cost you 1 less. And the most exciting part, 7 mana. If you own and control him and the Might Stone and Weak Stone, you exile them both melded into URZA Planeswalker. You can only do it at sorcery speed, which is fine, whatever, who cares. This is awesome. Like, 3 mana for a 2/4 that drops the cost of your artifact, instants, and sorceries is nothing to sneeze at. Like, that's already sweet. Him and the Weak Stone, Might Stone combo are going in the cube, man. So if you don't know how melding works, instead of the cards having a normal back, they will have on their back half of a magic card. So the URZA that we're going to look at in a second is actually, you take the first 2 magic cards, right? And then you just flip them until, match them, right? And then you got the backs, and they go together like this to make a big card, okay? So you get, when they meld, you get URZA Planeswalker. So he will look like this on the board. He'll have a gigantic presence in both power and actual board state size. Like, that's awesome, man. And his abilities are bonkers. You activate him twice. He comes in with 7 loyalty, +2 to make artifact. That may not sound like that much, but think about the fact that you can do it twice in the same turn and drop your spells like 4, bro. It's crazy. You can pay 1, draw 2 cards, and discard a card. You can, for 0, create 2 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. -3, you can exile target non-land permanent. And -10, artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. And that represents URZA just, boom, wiping out everything with the Silex and also his destructive capability. This is like pre-mending Planeswalker power. URZA is incredibly powerful. Like, it is ultimately insane what he's capable of doing. Like, he made Karn. He made Karn for his experiments, man. It's absolutely nutty. It's absolutely insane. Like, you can activate the first ability twice and have him at 11 loyalty. And on the second turn, you can activate his ability where he makes everything indestructible. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. Your artifacts and planeswalkers, and set him off. Like, he's ready to go. It's crazy. It's great. And look at the artwork. You can see them fused together. There's URZA, and he's melded with the gemstone eyes glowing out of his head. It's so incredibly epic, man. I cannot get enough of this. I am vibing on it so hard. This is probably going to be the ultimate time in Magic for me, because I deliriously cannot think of anything better than the Brothers War story, like, showing up and the stuff they're making. I wasn't sure what they were going to do. I thought maybe they'd completely change things around and it'd be like, and you know what? Urza didn't become a Planeswalker. All these crazy possibilities, because Wizards has changed so much about previous stories. Look at New Capenna, where they just went, well, you know what? The second Theros set just didn't happen. And it's like, what? Like, they're just Thanos snapping entire chunks of stories out of existence. So my brain was like, what are we going to get? And now I'm full steam engine ahead, man. Coal getting shoveled in. I'm ready to go. I am conducting the hype train into outer space. So get ready for Magic insanity. The people who go, all you do is make negative content about Magic, are going to go, stop it, you Magic shill. Stop just endlessly chanting about this set and how awesome it is. All right? That's what's going to happen. So let's continue on. We got Surge Engine. 2 mana, 3/2 construct with Defender. Pay a blue, it loses Defender and gains this creature can't be blocked. This thing's dumb. Like, this is, you don't see it at first. There's a reason this thing is mythic. You may not, like, fully get how insane it is, but this thing is genuinely crazy. 2 mana, Defender, 3/2. 1 blue, it's not Defender anymore. And this isn't until end of turn. It's just done being Defender. And by the way, now it can't be blocked. So if you want to put it as a chump blocker, you can. But for 1 blue, it's already unblockable, right? Then you've got the next ability. Pay 1 blue and 2. It becomes blue and has power and toughness 5/4. And you can only activate this if he doesn't have Defender. So normally, if you've activated his first ability. But if there's another way for you to take away Defender, you can still activate that second ability. Yeah, you know what I mean? It'd be weird. You'd want to activate the first one, the not be blocked part. Although, maybe you do want to block it, because you got some weird lure effect, because you don't know how to build decks, and you're out of your mind, and you're playing Surge Engine and Lure together, because who knows? Who knows? Anyways, now you've got a 5/4 unblockable. Right? And it was only 2 to put out to begin with. Obviously, you need to be playing blue, or this guy's like, pfft. But anyways, pay 2 blue and 4, draw 3 cards, activate only if Surge Engine is blue, and only once. Like, this is insane. This is absolutely nuts. I'm going to slap this in my cube so hard. Card draw is so strong in it. This is epic, man. And another thing I'm going to say about the cards we're looking at, they did a good job of really, like, making it feel like the scale of the war between these brothers was significant, because there are some epic looking constructs all over the place. It's great. It's great. All right, then we've got Kayla. She has a card now. She has a cost of 1 white, 1 red, and 1. 2/3, legendary human noble. Pay 4 mana, tap her, discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. You may choose an artifact or creature card with mana value 1 you discarded this way, then do the same for artifact or creature cards with mana value 2 or 3. Return those cards to the battlefield. This is insane. I'm so putting this in my cube, man. You just literally, I'm going to pitch my whole hand. I'm going to draw that many cards. And by the way, reanimate up to 3 things. Like, that's awesome, right? Man. And Kayla's shown here leading her people. Let's go! I mean, they didn't really give Kayla any abilities in the story, really. Like, she's mostly a supporting character. So Wizards just had to kind of come up with stuff for her. And I have to say, this is a cool ability. I'm down with it. All right, then we've got Mishra's Foundry. This is cool because you have Mishra's Workshop, you have Mishra's Foundry, you have URZA's Factory, right? So Mishra's Foundry and URZA's Factory are really similar. So this is a land that taps for a colorless, but instead of costing 1 to turn into a 2/2 assembly worker, it costs 2 to turn into assembly worker. But its second ability, where you tap it, now instead of it being free, it costs 1 more, but gives +2/+2 to an assembly worker. This is kind of crazy. Like, having multiples of these out, you just swing in with 1 and you can just be like, I'll make it an 8/8. Like, you're gonna have to chump block it. And the artwork, I love it. It's got Phyrexian Cathedral vibes. Dude, I haven't brought any of the artwork into this, just the cards, but there is artwork out there already with Mishra being Phyrexianized, and he's got all the cables in him and stuff. He's been like half completed. And yeah, I don't know, man. The artwork here just has that Phyrexian Cathedral vibe. It's crazy. It's like lit up with that fire inside, but it's all sooty and belching grossness into the sky. Epic. Then we've got another version. Again, it's got that religious vibe, which Phyrexia has always had, right? These are great. This represents the like Brotherhood of Gix infiltrating Mishra's camp more and more and gaining more of his ear. It's great. Here's another version of Kayla Bin Krug with different artwork. She's like leading some kind of construct in battle here. I don't know, maybe Thanos handed it over to her. There's the Ivory Tower. This is crazy. So this is just like a random throwback insert that isn't actually part of the Brothers War set in terms of being standard legal, but you can get these inside of set boosters, draft boosters, collector boosters, and they come in regular and sketch versions. So this is the Ivory Tower. Ivory Tower was massively relevant back in the day, a super powerful card, but now it's not nearly strong enough to be relevant. This artwork is awesome, though. I love the towers that are actually carved out of gigantic, like, ivory tusks. It's got a lot of character to it. I dig this quite a bit. You know, it's, the flavor text is the original, too, as well. So I like this, man. This is really cool. Then we've got Mishra, the Eminent One. This is from the Commander deck. So he's a red, a black, a blue, and 2 for a 5/4. Legendary Human Artificer. Beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of target non-creature artifact you control, except its name is Mishra's Warform, and it's a 4/4 construct artifact creature in addition to its other's type. It gains haste until end of turn. Sack it at the beginning of the next end step. So Mishra's just making these things and just throwing them into the meat grinder like it's nothing. It's pretty nutty. It's a pretty epic piece of artwork too, man. Like, they are making the Brothers War look bigger and more epic than I was expecting. Like, I'm super... I cannot emphasize how hyped I am about this, man. We made it through Kamigawa and Capenna and all that. In comparison, this is so good. So good. Then you've got Sol Ring in the Old Border because the Commander decks are all Old Border. Wizards just making some home run choices here. Reliquary Tower in the Old Border. All right. No maximum hand size. Artwork looks great. Notice the like coloration of the land and everything from the old school styling. Looking fantastic. Command Tower. Same deal. Same deal. Then you got Chief Artificer URZA. 1 black, 1 blue, 1 white, and 3 for a 4/5. Legendary Human Artificer. Affinity for artifact creatures, so he costs 1 less for every artifact creature you have out. Gives all your artifact creatures menace, and at the beginning of every end step, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. So you're making crazy golem constructs turn after turn, and I love the fact that URZA and Mishra have this sort of like yin-yang asymmetrical symmetry where every turn URZA is responsible for creating another construct, and every turn Mishra is responsible for destroying another construct as they're sacrificed, right? Two brothers, two sides of the same coin, ultimately, I'm on Team URZA. URZA's a better dude. Pretty much everything URZA does, like, especially as it goes on, is in the name of the greater good, even if it's very misguided. Mishra's pretty greedy, and what he did in today's episode in the Fantasy Geographic story, yeah, man, not okay. All right. Anyways, then we've got, here's a sketch version of Jalum Tome. And not is it just a sketch version where you get to see different aspects of it, like the book on the stand and it open with the little markings on it, but also they've changed the flavor text. So if you get the other version of Jalum Tome, it has the original flavor text, and this is a new flavor text. This is awesome. Like, this set's just so far so good, man. I'm down with it. Benny Hill, like Wackety Sax, did the art for this. That's crazy. Is he still alive? All right. Recruitment Officer. Here is the game day version of it. I don't know whether this is like I assume this is the attendance one because it's uncommon, right? So this is probably the one that everybody who shows up gets. Then you've got Baleful Strix, because they're not in any particular order. This is another commander deck, old school version. After that, Preordain, old school version. These are all reprints in the commander deck, if you weren't aware. Surge Engine, this is the game day variant. I imagine that this is the winner. This is the championship card as opposed to the top 8 because it's mythic. So it usually goes uncommon, rare, mythic, right? So that's how the prizes break down. This one has like, he wants to do Edward Scissorhands Tron role play with you. Then we've got Skull Clamp in the old border. Magnifique, looking really nice. Definitely want one of these for my cube. Skull Clamp is powerhouse, bro. It's powerhouse. Such a great like card draw generator. It's crazy. This card was balanced pretty much up until the last minute. Wizards changed it. It said equipped creature gets +1/+1, and they tried to like make it worse, I guess. And they went, let's make it +1/-1, and then you could just feed tokens into it, and then you could just draw cards off them. So it just became insane. It's just too strong, too strong. Then you got Worm Coil Engine. This is the sketch version. Look at this thing, man. Worm Coil Engine's a beast. 6 mana, 6/6, Death Touch, lifelink. And it's got the Phyrexian Worm creature type now, which is great. When it dies, you make a 3/3 Phyrexian Worm artifact token with Death Touch and another one with lifelink. So it splits into 2 more. Brah, it's awesome. Terrifying. Crazy Tremors vibes, bro. Now, if you didn't know, Wizards is doing limited edition rainbow foils. So see this? They're only doing 500 special foil Worm Coil Engines. They're only available in collector booster packs, and there will only be 500 of them in the whole world, each individually stamped. I talked about this. You guys may remember I made a video when the original Viscera Seers were put out with the 1 in 100 in secret layers. I said that it was probably a test and that we could expect to see that also show up in boosters. And the question is, how small are they going to go with the serialization? Will they do 1 out of 50, 1 out of 25, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 1? Singularly unique variants that only one person in the world can own? It remains to be seen. We don't remain to be seen. Well, we should. If we don't remain to be seen, then we no longer exist. Well, that's too deep. Let's move on. All right, the lands. Each of the lands features massive constructs, which I have to admit really do add to the scope of the Brothers' War. Look at this towering behemoth, man. Look at it. It's just rising up in the sea like it's nothing, man. And the perspective where you're down there looking up at it, like, it just makes you feel so insignificant. It's incredible. And then you've got this like dark in the shadowy background, but also massive walker with like blood-stained blades. Oh, just crazy. Again, coming out of the water. Terrifying. Look at this one, man. It's got 4 legs. This thing could probably rip along at top speed. And it's got this crazy whipping appendage. And something's blasting it through the chest. Like, this is a huge war engine. And something else has just destroyed it. And you're just down there on the ground. This tiny little insignificant being. And look at the earth. The earth is all this churned up mud. It's freshly churned up mud from these gigantic constructs just marauding through them and creating new rivers and lakes as they just smash around and then ultimately get destroyed with no heed as to what they crush underfoot. This is epic. And then every once in a while, you see a goofy little doofberg. And I mean, I know that this thing, I get it. I get that this little ostrich, velociraptor, fat, tick-bodied goof bag, you know, he could totally destroy me. He could come up and claw me and whatever. But, yeah. I gotta say, really derails the... It lets you know there's a bunch of different constructs, adds to the variety, but... Alright, and then we have like a knight construct here. He's decently sized. He doesn't like... I guess he's pretty big, but he just doesn't have the same epic scale. But he does have a certain level of agility to the artwork. Where's this? Is there a mech in this one? A construct? I don't even really like the term mech. Saying it feels weird. It reminds me of when they did the Invasion mech stuff. I really like they refer to it that way, but I'm going to continue to call them constructs. It just feels better. I like things that are animated by magic. Mechs aren't animated by magic. It's wizards trying to harness the fact that people like Gundams and stuff, but mechs, like, I get that it's technology powered by magic, and I get that it's a fine line, but it's the fine line that makes the difference for me, where it's just like, okay, this is animated by magic, and it's just, whatever, man. Mechs is too modern, too futuristic, right? So, this is a cool looking mountain, man. I don't know what's going on in it, though, so somebody wants to tell me, feel free. I love this one, dude. I love this big, lumbering, inexorable construct. It has this just ancient fairy tale vibe to it. It also kind of evokes the old nautical diving suits. It has all these thick, overlapping layers of armor, which make it feel like a thick bulwark, like nothing is really going to stop it. It's slow and unstoppable. And the fact that the mists are swirling up around the little spires, it almost is like a mobile fortress, right? Because you look up at the top in its head, it actually is like a drawbridge door. So this is like a mobile factory fortress with spires coming up off of it. And then you've got the fog. So you would hear this thing slowly lumbering forward and feel the emanations through the earth long before it came out of the actual fog. Like, it's got such incredible flavor. And I love the choice to showcase it here framed behind two trees. Like, this is just very delicious, man. In fact, I'm going to sip my beverage to this deliciousness. This is my favorite of all of the Brothers Warlands. It's got just such a great vibe to it. I love it. I love it. This one's cool too, man. This is like a reclaimed war machine. This is a reclaimed construct where the trees have grown back through it. This is a Phyrexian worm or some other Phyrexian beast, or, you know, one of Mishra's war machines that is of Phyrexian, basically, design. And it's just been reclaimed by nature magic. It's awesome. It's great. This is really cool. And then we've got this kind of like another bug-like, slow-feeling, ambling sort of construct that feels better to me than the flea one did, but ultimately isn't as impressive as the previous ones that we've seen overall. All right, so yeah, I have to say, I am incredibly excited. Like, I am mega hyped about this set. I don't even know, like, how to fully explain how excited I am. But at this juncture, this is where we pass that threshold where if you've been watching this and you've never been to these live streams and you don't know about the swearing and all the ridiculousness, from this point forth, It is a regular chill stream interacting and chilling. So understand that. And if you've somehow watching this with your kids or what families, work stuff, whatever, you got like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's time for the stream to start. Ow, bitch! Holy fucking shit, am I hyped about the Brothers War. It is donkey dick delicious, man. You've got URZA with his fat fucking crystal eyes, the Power Stone eyes. Oh, I'm ready to go. So, my friends, I know that for the beginning part I was focused on talking about the cards, and I know you guys like attention from Papa. So, hello everybody again. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Ryan Sage, cheers and thanks for all the content discussion. Hey, no thanks, Sage. No thanks required is what I meant to say. And you're welcome, buddy. No problem. I got it all twisted up in my head. I'm amped, bro. I'm amped. Tayson, take your hold your hopes back attitude and cram it all the way up your butthole till it falls out your eyes, man. And then when your eyes fall out, go and get 2 pool balls, take those pool balls, jam them in your eye holes and go, I'm the pool ball equivalent of URZA. And the people in the pool hall will be like, I don't know who that is. Get the fuck out of the pool hall. And then you'll go, I blinded myself for this. And I will laugh at you. Because that's what you get for trying to dampen my hopes or trying to hold me back or tell me you're trying to stop me from getting my heart broken. But I'm ready to love again and to love hard. All right? So, yeah. Deal with that fat sack of truth in your mouth, big boy. Deal with that. Dominic, it's too bad Vorthos hype rarely translates to better sales. It's too bad that your face being at your business rarely translates to better sales because your face isn't good at making people want to buy stuff. Don't you? This has become overly aggressive responses to fairly mild statements level. It's like, I thought he said chill stream. It's like, this is a chill stream. Oh, man. So yeah, I'm hyped. I'm genuinely hyped, guys. Let's hope the Brothers lore story doesn't flop hard like Ikoria. It can't fall as hard as Ikoria. Ikoria was like a tainted mess, so it's literally impossible for that to happen. I'm expecting that the Brothers War story is going to come in along the lines of Dominaria United. So I'll grab it and I'll massage out the dumb junk, and we'll put it into a workable, enjoyable mess and have a good time with it. So there are 2 URZAs plus the melded Planeswalker. One URZA is the commander deck. One is the actual set URZA, and he flips into the melded version. So, yes, but you do get 3 fat helpings of URZA, bro. It's awesome. Brent, Team Mishra, what? What? Did you hear that? I just crushed a bubble underfoot in outrage. It's Team URZA. Anybody with sense in their brain goes Team URZA. Team Mishra is for all the fucking edge boys who are like, I wish Phyrexia would complete me. Yeah, put on fucking My Chemical Romance and go, I want to be completed by somebody. If I was completed, I bet I could get a girlfriend, but that would complete my life even more, and I could pull out my Phyrexian oily cables and drip oil all over. Let me complete your butthole, new girlfriend. I'm a Phyrexian now. Beep, boop, beep, boop. I taped a fork to my dick. Take that. That's right, Bo. The backs meld together, just like Requiem for a Dream, ass to ass, right? Dominic says, chill out, you URZA fanboy. Yo, I won't chill out. I'll heat up, bro. I'll heat up. Like my sack will in your mouth, you Changus. How about that? I'm fucking Team URZA all the way. We have just entered maximum fucking hype territory. If you think this rocket ship is going anywhere but to motherfucking Mars with the hype, you are out of your fucking mind. All the people who called me fucking negative Nancy are about to choke on the fat dick of truth as I cram enjoyment so far down their throat, it falls out their fucking toes, son. That's how this is going. I am here to lead the fucking hype parade. I am the goddamn grand master of the Brothers War parade. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how busy I've been today? I put out the 7th installment of the Brothers War lore. There's literally nobody on this fucking earth. There is no human being on the fucking planet who has talked about the Brothers War as much as me. Literally no other fucking human being has talked about it as much as me. There's nobody, all right? So I'm here for it. I am here for it. It's going to be everything I want it to be, or I will fucking detonate the earth. There will be nothing left. Nothing left. I'm ready. I'm ready. You can't be Team Phyrexia yet. It's Team URZA or Team Mishra. Team Phyrexia is later. That's the next set. Wait. We haven't even done spoiler season yet. Calm your ass down. Calm it down. That's right, Al. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. The question is, are we getting Rusko the Clockmaker? Are we getting Rusko? What's the deal, yo? See, I've been busy, man. I put out the 7th installment of the URZA's lore today. I did a live stream earlier today where, if you guys didn't know, MetaZoo sent me a box. Showed up at the post office today. And I was like, oh, okay, cool stuff from the MetaZoo card game. And I didn't know what was inside that box existed. I thought they were going to send me packs of MetaZoo. They sent me something different. So that live stream's up. You can check that out if you want. Then I put out the spoiler video for the Brothers War of the actual cards and talking about the news and everything. And now I'm doing this because I can't get enough. So I'm going full throttle. I've got like 20 days to get the entire rest of the original Brothers War story done. And then the Brother War's new reverse time back and forth story starts. And I got to get into that right away. So October is going to be an insane jaunt of making crazy amounts of lore videos. I'm going to see if I can keep up. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. Screw it. I'm going to make it happen. Triggy Riggy, you're stupid hype for this set. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Sage, you're going to be homesick tomorrow. Going to binge all 7 lore episodes. Nice. Enjoy. Actually, you know what? Speaking of which. Oh, no. Never mind. Can't see that right now anyways. How long? I think there's like, I'd say there's at least 3 hours. At least 3 hours of that story so far. I'm guessing by the time it's done, it's at least 4 or 5 hours long entirely to tell the story from start to finish. So we're getting there, though. We're like 2/3 of the way through, according to my notes and everything. Ned, you need those worm coils in your life? Yeah, dude, the old school, the old border stuff. There's so much stuff already that I've seen. I'm like, yep, cube, yep, cube, yep, cube. I love Magic cards. I love Magic so much. It always makes me laugh when people say, you hate Magic, you should quit. If all you do is talk badly about it, you should quit. I'm like, I don't just talk badly about it. Like just a couple days ago, whatever video I put out, it was a positive video. And the same day I put it out, this guy goes, I wish you'd put out at least one positive video, but you never would. I'd be so surprised. And I'm like, I just did like 2 hours ago. I can't fucking win with you people. Like, I make exactly what you want. It's like, you're like, bro, you'd never make a pie. And I'm like, but I baked a pie. It's on the table right in front of you. Like, as the first thing. It's right there. Yeah, you'd never make a pie, you non-pie making chump. It's like, oh, you're killing me, son. You're killing me. I'm being aged digitally. I'm being aged digitally. Sage, you might even rewatch the Dominaria United story. Hey, not a bad idea. We're getting ready for that, brothers. The Brothers War stuff starts in like 20 days. Get it all fresh in your mind, man. Bino, are the old card frames serialized? Particular ones will be. I don't know how many of them are. I don't know how many, I don't know how many dragons Wizards wants us chasing. So I anticipate that they're only going to want to make like maybe 10? 10? I'm going to say 10. I could be way off base. Who knows? pure guesswork. But I feel like you want to do enough of the serialized stuff to make people excited, but you don't want to do, maybe 10 is 10 too much? If there's 10 different cards at 500, that's 5,000. I don't even know. I honestly don't know the full scope. Like, Wizards doesn't tell us print runs or anything. It's impossible to know the full scope of how much stuff gets sold. I can only piece things together by talking to a number of different store owners and checking all kinds of different social media. Like, I use a lot of different, I cull a lot of different sources to get an overall picture of things, but ultimately, I can never fully know what's going on. Like, I know, I have seen a fucking prototype. I've seen a prototype for an upcoming Transformers card from what has to be a fucking legitimate source. There's no way it's not legitimate. But I can't, like, the guy who showed it to me was like, you can't let anybody know I showed this to you. And I'm like, I never do. Anytime I get my hands on information, which nobody can prove I ever do anyways, because this is all made up, who knows, right? But anyways, I know, no. It's like, I never say anything. So I know this thing is coming. He thought it was going to come out in a week. And when he's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And my brain's like, it's probably going to be a year. I'm guessing a year. Within the next year, maybe a year out at this rate. At first, I thought it was just going to be, I told him, I'm like, maybe it's coming with the next Super Drop. And then it didn't get announced. And I'm like, so sometime in the next year, we got a Transformers Super Drop coming. That part is definite. And I loved the original Transformers, man. And, like, it's going to have, like, think, like, well, I don't know particular characters, but think the original Soundwave? Shockwave? I forget which one's which. The cassette guy? Yeah, the guy with the cassette. He, Anyways, Brian F. Wormcoil Engine is one of my favorite cards. Usually when I play it, my opponent just scoops. It's OP, dude. I've had it in my cube, and it's just so, like, somebody will play it, and it's like, what are you going to do? Bam. There you go. It's just like, smoke it, and you get 2, 3 threes. I love how beefy and formidable it is, but it doesn't feel overwhelming to the point where you can't handle it. It just feels like you're going to have a difficult time handling it. Like my fat worm, you know what I'm saying? Yo, if you don't handle my worm right, it'll split into 2, 3 threes. And one has lifelink, which, you know what I'm saying? You want to get a baby, sure, but the other one's got death touch. So, yeah, watch out for that one. GB, did they find any antiquities? You know what? It's funny that you say that. Because I had a moment. I didn't watch the stream in real time because I realized that it's easier for me to watch the stream afterwards. If I watch it in real time, I want to like pull my ears off sometimes because of how long it takes to get to like what I'm there for. I don't care about Dominaria United Alchemy. I'd rather jam pencils in my ears than sit there and listen to that. So it's basically like, I'm here to listen about, oh, what's this starter commander stuff? Cool, tell me about that. I'll listen about that. That's good. And then it's like, oh, ooh, Dominaria Alchemy, let's skip by that, right? And so then I kind of like hop around. And at one point, I hop to this point where he says the word antiquities. And I'm just like, whoa, did they put antiquities in the set? And then I backed it up and he's like, it's based on the old antiquities set. And I'm like, that was not it. Okay. Take my excitement down. So no, they're not putting antiquities in the set. They would have announced it during the pre-beat, which is what this is called. I call it a press release. That's what I called it to Carly. She's like, oh, that thing on Twitch that you don't like listening to. I don't like it because like most of the time Blake doesn't sound excited. I don't like listening to people who aren't excited talk about the product they're selling. It's really like boring, ultimately. So he just doesn't sound enthused. And that's fine if he's just monotone like that. But he often seems like he's not enjoying himself. I don't know. Whatever. You're at work. You're doing your job. He's supposed to pretend like he likes doing it? Not everybody wants to be online streaming and dealing with people. And he's online with an audience that's yelling at him and telling him he sucks and stuff too, right? Because people are dicks. Dominic! When I'm with my girlfriend and we're chilling, I put on Fantasy Geographic and Netflix to get her in the mood. There you go. That's the advertising we're talking about. That's the real Brothers War. Get the Brothers War going on down there. You want to be URZA or Mishra? Can I put URZA's staff in your Mishra's factory? That's funny. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff, man, for sure, for sure. All right, my drink is my tea has gone cold, and it's intermission time anyways. Time to stand up, stretch the legs, top off your beverages, all that good stuff. Everybody's been playing so politely. Ryan Sage took the board, and everybody's just come in like at the exact same level or 1 cent under him. Sage, I don't know what you did to make everybody afraid of you, but apparently you're going to be the one making it into the box of glory tonight, buddy. All right, I'll be back. Don't get lost in the watermelon patch, you guys. All right? All right. I got that water, yo. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ah. Every day, yeah, spoilers again and a bunch of Brothers War stuff. It's hype, bro. I'm super excited. Super excited. Actually, you know what else I'm excited about? Forgot I got this. I'm gonna find out what's inside this. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, I already know to a degree what it is. To a degree, but I don't know specifically. And I've been curious all day. Hey, every day. Thanks for the super sticker thing. Super chat, whichever it counts as. I guess either way. Oh, you got the VIP stars. He's a VIP. Super VIP. All right. Oh, cool. Hey, what? Dude. I didn't even know this existed. Maple Earl Grey tea. Yeah. You know, normally in the colder, I should say in the warmer months, I'm drinking that Barks root beer. But now that it's cold, I've switched over to drinking tea just in the last couple days. But all my tea had gone past its like best by date or whatever, so it's all like stale and garbagey. I didn't really have any tea is what I'm trying to say. I got the hookup. Bo Falcon with the Maple Earl Grey. That is weird, man. A balanced blend of two of the world's favorite flavors, Earl Grey tea and pure Canadian maple syrup. Canada True Maple Earl Grey tea. A flavored tea sensation. All right. That's nutty, man. That's cool. Yeah, man, that was great. Went down to the post office box today And not only was this tea down there, but also the package I got sent from MetaZoo. They sent me a special Kickstarter package. Luckily, somebody was in the stream who knew what it was and could explain it. Because when I looked at it, I was like, what? It was not what I was expecting at all. It's been a fun day, man. 2 different streams, each with a fun little opening on top of what we were already there doing. I dig it. It's great. Zerged, how cold is it by me? What is the temperature here now? That's a good question. Uh, 8 degrees. 8 degrees Celsius. Because that's what we use in Canada, the Celsius. That's right, Canadian maple tea. It's pretty funky, man. It's pretty funky. Hey, Snyder, that's right. Team URZA. That's the right answer, buddy. Oh, look at you. You also have the fancy, like, Ultra Pro stars on your Super Chats. You're one of the elite. YouTube is, like, honoring people who, they call them VIPs, so you got special edition ones. Not everybody gets those. YouTube's trying all kinds of different things to make streaming feel like a different experience and acknowledge people who make the experience better and shit, which I'm cool with. I like all the different things they tried. One of my favorite experiments, and one I wish they would bring back, but I doubt they ever will. There was a while when you got YouTube Premium, it gave you a bunch of free super chats. So you could go to live streams and it would just let you do free super chats. I loved that because people would just come in and be like, yo, YouTube's just letting me do free super chats, so I'm just going to do them for you here. And I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was awesome. That was a short-lived, awesome experiment that they will probably never bring back, but I was loving it, bro. Sage says, about someone knocked this pleb off the board. I don't have no stars. Now you're seeing stars. It's fun, man. Whoever's Lord of the Board at the end of the stream ends up in the box of glory on one of the awesome magic art cards, right? You get your name. You get your name on the back. For example, there's one for James Towns, who recently was Lord of the Board. There's all kinds of names on here. We got Jay Bush, Mortimer. Like, there's so many people who come out to the streams. So these are all mementos of each stream, as well as victory icons. Before we had the Toma Champions, now we have the Box of Glory. And I dig this, man. I have hundreds of more art cards. Oh, dude. With the set boosters for this Brothers War, there's going to be like fucking URZA art cards and shit. Yes. I will need more art cards eventually, because especially when we do multiple live streams a day, we will go through them. But, I mean, for now, I got a fat stack. We're good for a while. Sage, what happened to the crazy tower thing with levels? And yeah, exactly. That was crazy, and there was levels, and that was too much, man. It was, Carly had a chuckle at my expense when she realized, like, I tried it. The execution, it's too much. It's too much. I can't do all this like crazy fiddly nonsense, and it's just unnecessary. It's just extra layers of dumbness. It didn't work. It didn't work. It did not work. Tayson, yeah, it's definitely cold here, man. The cold just like showed up a few days ago, but I'm embracing it. I'm down for it. I am ready for hot beverage season, and I have a number, like I have a variety of different Earl Greys. I tried Anastasia today, and I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Anastasia was nice. So I tried out of that combo pack that I showed you guys, I've tried the original Earl Grey and the Anastasia. The elephant tea is like so special to me now that I'm probably going to try it last, I'm guessing. I might have that apple cider tonight, but either way, I'm so stoked to have this variety of different teas. It's awesome, man. Tea's great. It's great. Hill, Brothers War previews already. Is Infinity even out yet? No. If this makes you feel any better, this isn't the full-on start of Brothers War spoiler season, but it's very difficult to tell the difference. What this is this is known as the pre-beat. So they give us, this is the tease, the sack, where they give us a chunk of cards, and some artwork, tell us what's coming, and then they go dark on it for a few weeks. So we're not going to hear anything about this. If you think this is bad, wait. Tomorrow I'm going to cram another fucking secret layer down your throat, most likely. Most likely I'm going to cram the Hasbro Chibi Walkers secret layer down your throat in a news video tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. It might come out late. The fact that the video that I put out about the Brothers War came out so late today may mean that I give the secret layer another day because it doesn't matter that much. We'll see. But I expect, like, we're going to get something new tomorrow, and then we've got more coming after that on the beginning of the week and everything. All of it. Gary, we'll stream soon. We'll stream tomorrow night, buddy. We'll stream tomorrow night. Friday night, we'll do the wheel stream, and it'll either be here or it'll be over on the Historian. Oh, you can smell it. You can smell the tiniest hint of maple syrup in here. Wow. That's what happens when you have a powerful nose like me. Pots, those basics are awesome. So yeah, we're in like mega crammed time because Unfinity and the Warhammer 40k decks were supposed to be released previous to this. So now Wizards has to put everything else and keep going, right? So we're not going to get more Brothers War spoiler cards until the end of October. We're going to have the Brothers War story is going to start on the 20th. That's when they're going to start to release the story chunks, and I'll start to release those lore videos. In the meantime, I'm cranking on the novel. Because, good Lord, it's crazy. Gary, you're going to try and make it? Hell yeah, man. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. I got some booster packs ready for it. We're good to go. This is cool, man. Maple Earl Grey. But today's been so busy. It's been crazy. Doing so much. Doesn't seem like it's going to be letting up, considering I've got a new secret layer to talk about tomorrow. And also, I've got the Brothers War lore that I have to make multiple lore videos in 3 weeks on top of my normal production schedule, live streams, and all the other side shit that I do, on top of just regular life. It's going to be hectic for a while. I better not get sick or run into any other, like, knockdown, slowdown situations. I got to go. I got to get shit done. Old layout stuff is commander cards. The majority of them are, but there's a handful that are also seeded throughout booster packs and stuff. You can tell the difference by the expansion symbol that's on them. Tayson, 21 degrees is nice, man. That's comfortable. That's a comfortable temperature, bro. I'd be chill with that, man. Although I'm okay with this coolness. I got that apple cider. Carly told me that they ran out. There's no more, so maybe tonight's the night for it. I was supposed to do it however many nights ago. It is going to be the night. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Be proud of me, guys. Be proud of me. I'm going to have apple cider. I don't know why you'd be proud, but I want proudness. I wish to be proudified. Make my wishes come true. I'm picking the sticker off this thing, dude. I like tins. I like the variety of different tins. I especially like teas that I can't get in my area. Like normally, like I couldn't go to the grocery store and pick these up off the shelf. And it makes me happy because they last like a fair bit of time. You get a lot of drinks out of a canister of tea. And it's like, what else is it? It's just like, it's a whole different variety of flavors. It's cool. Teas are awesome. I've always thought it's really neat to have a variety of teas. And right now I do, and I'm happy about it. I got a glass teapot that you can put little blooming flowers in, and that's fun. I want to do that with Carly, and I also think it's neat enough that I'd like to record it or stream it. Like, I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm just having a good time right now. I'm happy. I'm making fun videos, getting excited about the Brothers War stuff. Like, I'm good to go. Cinder! You can use it as a tiny little dinner placemat for a hamster, bro. Tayson, 21 degrees isn't cold. That's room temperature, son. That's room temperature. If you had a normal human body, you'd know that. Larry, you're excited about the Warhammer 40k decks? Nice, man. There's some cards in those I definitely want for my cube. Exterminatus, Marnius Calgar, the Golden Throne. There's a bunch. There's a bunch. Yep, I definitely can smell it. I wasn't sure if I was just telling myself I could. I like this tin, man. The oval here in the middle is like raised, right? I don't know, embossed or whatever, but it's raised, and I like all the autumnal leaves. This is actually perfectly timed because the trees are turning right now. Me and Carly were talking about the autumnal beauty today, actually. It's nice. I enjoy her company very much, and it's nice when we sit and talk about pleasant things. So we were sitting and talking about how nice autumn is right now. Oh, man. What a good day. What a good day. That's great. All right. Well, like I said, I've been doing a lot today. So at this point, I'm wrapping it up. Thanks for coming and hanging out. But unfortunately, it appears that my life has ended. Have a good one.